Welcome back to Dinar Community, your trusted source for uncovering the latest currency shifts and emerging opportunities that could shape the future for global investors. If you've been holding Iraqi Dinar, waiting for a signal that things might finally be turning, then what we're about to cover could be that very moment. The spark, Chase Bank enters the picture. A major move has surfaced, one that could mark a historic shift in the currency world. Chase Bank, a leading global financial institution, is reportedly now processing 25,000 Iraqi dinars notes. This isn't just another internal update or tech upgrade, it's a breakthrough that could send shockwaves through the dinar community. For years, dinar holders have hoped for signs that mainstream financial institutions would take this currency seriously. Today, with Chase entering the scene, that hope has started to take form in reality. Breaking the old narrative. Up until now, the story around the Iraqi dinar has been plagued by hesitancy from major banks, reliance on murky third-party brokers, and limited access to regulated channels. Many investors were stuck in a cycle of speculation and uncertainty. But Chase's decision to engage with the dinar could be the first crack in that wall. It suggests legitimacy. It suggests change. And it implies that the dinar is no longer being dismissed as just a fringe or speculative asset. Why this move matters. This isn't just about Chase processing a few notes. It's about what that decision represents. When a financial powerhouse like Chase makes a move, others pay attention. Financial institutions operate on trust, precedent, and risk mitigation. If Chase is opening the door, then others like Wells Fargo, Citigroup, or Bank of America may not be far behind. We've seen this pattern before, in crypto markets, in frontier economies, and with undervalued assets. One institution makes the first move, and the rest follow like dominoes. From fringe to financially viable. The implications here are deep. A bank like Chase wouldn't take this step unless they saw improved conditions, whether in Iraq's economy, regulatory progress, or global positioning. Their participation could set the stage for the dinar to shift from speculative to structured, an asset with growing credibility and infrastructure. This development could signal the start of real institutional backing. And that changes everything for investors who've waited years for clarity. The bigger picture, Iraq's economic progress. This move also comes at a time when Iraq is working hard to rebuild its economy. With one of the world's largest oil reserves, Iraq is increasing exports, stabilizing its currency, and implementing financial reforms. The Central Bank of Iraq has embraced digitization, strengthened monetary policies, and is aligning with global standards. These changes are not isolated. They form part of a broader strategy to reconnect Iraq with the global financial system. And now, with Chase stepping in, we may be seeing the results of those efforts. From speculation to structure, investors have long been stuck relying on questionable brokers and unverified platforms, facing high fees, counterfeit risks, and uncertainty. But a major U.S. bank processing dinar means a shift toward transparency, compliance, and regulated pathways. It also means data. Once institutions start logging dinar transactions, volumes can be tracked, analyzed, and eventually integrated into larger economic models. That's a key ingredient for a credible, globally accessible currency. Similar shifts in history. Remember when Bitcoin was considered a joke? Then PayPal, Square, and institutions started recognizing its potential, and the market transformed. The same thing happened with emerging market bonds and currencies. Once early institutional interest shows up, the pace of legitimacy increases dramatically. This could be one of those moments for the Iraqi dinar. The institutional domino effect. Chase's involvement could set the tone. If other institutions follow, we may see an acceleration of trust, liquidity, and market access. And with that comes demand, not just from individuals, but from funds looking to diversify into emerging markets. The more institutions that step in, the faster the infrastructure builds. And with infrastructure comes scalability. Revaluation versus recognition. Let's be clear, this doesn't necessarily mean a revaluation has occurred. But it does indicate recognition. And in finance, perception often precedes reality. When confidence builds, valuation shifts can follow. So while no official rate changes have been announced, the environment is evolving rapidly. What investors should do now? For dinar holders, this is a pivotal time. But the key is not to act on emotion, it's to prepare with intelligence. Monitor what Chase does next. See if this becomes a pattern or remains a one-off. Watch Iraq's economic policies, IMF engagements, and global partnerships. This is where smart investing comes in, responding to institutional behavior before the headlines catch up. A moment of transformation. What we're seeing may be more than just a policy update, it could be the beginning of a broader transformation. If Iraq continues modernizing, and if banks continue engaging, we could be on the edge of a new chapter in the dinar's story. Institutional trust is what brings currencies into the mainstream. And this move by Chase could be that foundational trust signal the market has been waiting for. Closing message. So what does this all mean for you? It means staying informed, staying alert, and being ready. Currency shifts don't wait for mass awareness, they begin with quiet signals like this. And if you're watching closely, you'll see those signals forming into a new narrative. We're not predicting the future, but we are identifying the patterns that shape it. This isn't just about Iraq. It's about opportunity, timing, and strategy. If the Iraqi dinar is finally being noticed by global banks, the game could be changing. Thanks for watching Dinar Community. Stay sharp, stay strategic, and keep your eyes on the movement beneath the surface. Because what happens next could define everything. Like and subscribe for more videos.